Let me ask you something honest. When you approach a corner on a bike, a proper bend, not just a gentle curve, what happens in your chest? Because for most new riders, the answer is some version of the same thing. The heart rate goes up, the hands tighten on the bars, the brain starts running through worst case scenarios at speed. And somewhere underneath all of that, a small voice asks the question that nobody wants to admit out loud. Am I going to slide out? This is Chapter 4, Cornering, and we are going to answer that question properly. Not with reassuring waffle, but with real information that actually changes how corners feel when you are out there on the road. Here is what we are covering across this three-part series. Why corners feel so terrifying when you are new, and why that fear is genuinely lying to you. How your vision, where your eyes actually go, is the single biggest factor in whether a corner goes well or badly. Why your speed on the approach matters more than anything you do mid-corner. What a safe and simple cornering line looks like for a beginner riding on public roads. What to actually do if you get it wrong and go in too fast. And the common mistakes that are making corners harder and scarier than they ever need to be. By the end of this series, corners will not feel like something to survive. They will start to feel like the most satisfying part of riding. But first, let us talk about the fear, because it is real, it is valid, and it is also based on some things that are not true. Here is why corners feel so dangerous, even when they genuinely are not. Think about every physical skill your body has ever learned before motorcycling. Walking, running, cycling, driving a car. In every single one of those activities, leaning sideways means exactly one thing. You are about to fall over. Your brain has spent your entire life learning that equation. Lean equals fall. It is not a thought, it is a reflex, baked in deep from the first time you toppled off a chair as a toddler. And now here you are on a motorbike, and someone is telling you that leaning sideways is not just acceptable, it is the correct and necessary thing to do. That is not a small ask. That is asking your brain to unlearn one of its most fundamental operating rules. And your brain does not give those up without a fight. That is reason number one. You are doing something that feels physically wrong at a deep instinctive level. And that feeling is not weakness, it is just your brain doing its job. The second reason is that you cannot see the outcome yet. As you approach a bend, you have incomplete information. You do not know exactly how tight it is. You do not know if there is gravel on the exit, or a car cutting the corner, or a pothole sitting right in your line. Your imagination steps in to fill those gaps, and it does not fill them with reassuring images. It fills them with the worst version of what could be around that bend. Because that is exactly what imaginations do when they are running on fear and incomplete information. The third reason, and this is genuinely the big one, is that most beginners arrive at corners carrying slightly too much speed. Not dramatically too fast, just a touch too fast. Enough that halfway through the bend they get that sinking feeling, that flash of, I am not sure I am going to make this. And that moment, that specific moment of doubt mid-corner, is where most of the real fear in cornering actually lives. It is not the corner itself. It is the realization that you did not set things up properly before you got there. We are going to fix that in part 2. The fourth reason is that you do not yet trust the tyres. You have never pushed them anywhere near their limits, so you genuinely have no idea how much grip you have available. And here is the thing nobody tells you until you are ready to hear it. You have loads. Modern motorcycle tyres on a clean, dry road have a remarkable amount of grip. The lean angles that feel terrifying to a new rider are nowhere near what those tyres are capable of. But you do not know that yet, because you have not experienced it yet. So every corner feels like you are right on the edge, when you are actually nowhere near it. Here is what I need you to take from all of this. These fears are not character flaws. They are not evidence that you are bad at riding or that motorcycling is not for you. Every single rider, Every confident, experienced rider you have ever watched flow through corners smoothly has been exactly where you are right now. The difference between a terrified beginner and a confident rider is not courage. It is knowledge and practice. And you are about to get both. Right, now we get to the part that will genuinely change your cornering faster than anything else you can do. And it is probably not what you are expecting. The single biggest improvement you can make to your cornering has nothing to do with your hand position, your body posture, your throttle technique, or how you brake. It is something simpler and more fundamental than all of that. It is about where your eyes go. Here is a principle that sounds almost too simple, but is one of the most important things in all of motorcycle riding. Where you look is where you go. Literally, your bike follows your eyes. If you look at the curb, you drift toward the curb. If you stare at a patch of gravel, you ride into the gravel. If you look through the corner to where you want to come out the other side, the bike will take you there. This is not a figure of speech. This is how your brain and body actually work together. When your eyes fix on a point, your body begins making thousands of tiny unconscious adjustments to steer toward it. You've been doing this your whole life without ever noticing. When you walk through a busy train station, you look at the gap between people that you want to pass through, and your body navigates there automatically. You do not consciously plan each step. You just look at where you want to go, and your body handles the rest. The bike works in exactly the same way. The difference is simply that the consequences of getting it wrong are more serious. So here is what good cornering vision looks like in practice, what you should actually be doing with your eyes on every single corner you ride. As you approach the bend, resist the instinct to look at the entry point or at the road surface right in front of you. Instead, look through the turn to the exit. Track where the road goes after the corner. On a right-hand bend, your eyes should be following the right edge of your lane as it curves away ahead. On a left-hander, track the left edge. The key thing is that you are always looking further ahead than feels natural at first, further than feels comfortable, because your brain wants to look close, and close is wrong. Mid-corner, keep your eyes up and well ahead. You should always be looking at where you will be in 2 or 3 seconds, not where you are right now. If the corner begins to tighten, your eyes should already be on the tighter part. If it opens up, you will see that early, and your body will begin to relax and let the bike run wide naturally. You are not consciously steering, you are looking, and the bike is following your eyes. As you exit and begin to straighten up, look down the road to what is coming next. Your vision should always be running ahead of the bike, scanning for the next corner, the next hazard, the next decision you will need to make. Now here is the mistake that catches almost every beginner at some point, and it is worth understanding properly because when it happens fast. It is called target fixation. Target fixation is what happens when you see something you want to avoid, a pothole, a patch of diesel, a car that has strayed into your lane, and you stare at it. The longer you stare, the more your body steers toward it. You are trying your hardest to avoid it, and you are riding directly at it. And the more frightened you get, the harder you stare, and the worse it becomes. The fix is simple in theory, and genuinely hard to do under pressure. You have to force your eyes away from the hazard and onto the clear path you want to take instead. Not just a quick glance, actively look at where you want to go. Your bike will follow immediately. It works every single time. But your instinct in a moment of fear is to keep staring at the thing that is scaring you. Overriding that instinct takes practice. Here is the drill that builds this skill faster than anything else. On your next few rides, narrate your vision out loud inside your helmet. Say the actual words, looking through the corner, tracking the exit, eyes ahead, scanning the road. It feels strange. It might feel slightly ridiculous, but it forces your brain to actively direct your eyes rather than letting them fall wherever fear sends them. Do this for a few rides, and the difference will be noticeable. Get your vision right, and half of your cornering problems disappear. Not some of them, not most of them, half, just from looking in the right place at the right time. That is how much this single skill matters. In part 2, we sort out the other half, your entry speed, and the simple cornering line that gets you safely through any corner on any public road. Hit like if this has been useful, subscribe so you do not miss part 2, and I will see you there. If you find this useful, take a look at the book on Amazon, link in the description. Ride safe.